Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your November reading. We have quite a few things going on here. We have Mars already in retrograde, which happened on 30th of October in Gemini, and we also have a total lunar eclipse coming up on 8th of November. This is in Taurus, and we also had a solar eclipse in Scorpio, the opposite sign, on the 25th of October. All of this is impacting your 3rd and 9th house of education and teaching, short distance travel, long distance travel, diversity, international connections, and also your local community. So let's see how this month specifically is treating you. We have complete. Okay, so full moon, which is on the 8th of November, that's the eclipse exactly. So this year is mentioning that this eclipse is especially potent for you. It is for everyone, but it is impacting you personally. It is closing out a chapter and closing out things that are not going to be useful for you down the line, or you've just done and dusted with that particular event. Then we have the Page of Swords, studying something, learning something new. It could be examinations, it could be preparing for an internship, interview, things like that. You're just very curious as well. You are exploring new ideas, you're talking to different people, you're connecting with your community based on your intellectual compatibility. Okay. Then we have Justice, which is corresponding to Libra, also another air sign, and talks about an equal give and take within relationships such that things are fair and balanced. It's also about getting a balanced perspective, looking at the other side of a situation in order to have a wholesome view of things. It can also relate with karma and retribution and karmic situations. This does not have to be in terms of relationships. I don't think so, especially. But it is like legal documentation. For example, if you're in an education system, you're giving the exam and you're passing things, and it's sort of that, like you get the certification then. So Justice can talk about the certification that you are getting and what you're preparing for. So if you are resonating with that scenario, then the full moon is talking about completing that whole chapter. So that's great. You don't have to redo any exams or anything. So you're doing quite good. Okay. Then what else do we have? We have the Eight of Swords. We also have Chariot. This can talk about traveling, short distance, long distance. The Eight of Swords, by the way. Okay, let's talk about this. I was thinking I would lay down all of the cards and then talk about them. But since I'm doing them one by one, let's go for it. So Eight of Swords is when you are self-imprisoning. Like you have prepared a lot, you have done your part, but you're still like, oh, but I don't know if I can. And putting yourself in an anxious or nervous state because, well, yeah, I mean, it is natural if this is about an examination or an interview that you're not really sure of yourself. But make sure to not kind of keep yourself stuck in that place. Everyone gets nervous once in a while, but then it is up to the individual's choice to drag yourself out of that situation. And you being a perfectionist sign, perhaps you would think even more that you've not done enough or you're not capable enough, etc. But come on, have faith in yourself, okay? You've done the work and you are smart enough. You definitely are intelligent enough to get through whatever situation this is talking about. Also, if this is related with conversations you're having with a partner, then it can go a little bit sideways because Page of Swords can be a little bit argumentative or kind of bring about debates instead of having a proper, let's sit down and have a mature conversation. So it can be that emotions are running high, especially during times of eclipse, and you might say the wrong thing, or the person might say the wrong thing, and you're really impacted by that. This is mostly going to be with colleagues or classmates or in the educational system or any hierarchy that you're in. Let's say you work in an institution, you're a teacher there, for example, and you might not get along with your team members very much and you don't know what exactly to do. But that is kind of spurring you into action as well with the Chariot there. It is shifting your focus to newer and greener pastures. You might be thinking of moving somewhere or traveling someplace to take a break from all of this humdrum. It can also be that you're finishing your studies, you give your exam, you're waiting for the certification, and in the meantime, you're like, okay, after exams break, and you're traveling in that way. You're looking for different jobs in faraway places. That's also possible. We have Seven of Wands, which means you are protecting your energy from dissipating. Like, tensions are running high when Mars goes retrograde, and that too in Gemini, where it can get a little bit scattered and frustrated. So everyone will be acting out a little bit in some way or the other, because everyone has their own stresses. But with the Seven of Wands, it feels like you are keeping your energy intact. You're observing that people are getting a little bit restless, and you're doing your due diligence and kind of concentrating all of your efforts towards yourself and your work instead of focusing on other people that are not really very important at this time. You're listening to your gut instinct when it comes to again, giving an exam or defending yourself. Let's say it's your final exam here in college, then there will be the internship and project defense, for example. Also talks about interviews where people are firing questions and you're like, nope, I know what I'm talking about, I know what I did, therefore I can answer all of these questions and I don't care what other people have to say. Okay, so really coming from a place of strength here. Just make sure that this Eight of Swords and the Seven of Wands does not become a defense mechanism, like avoiding change. I don't think you would do that because you're a mutable sign. You're okay with change. But I don't know, what can I give as a better example for you? Like if someone is, let's say you have criticisms towards your work. You could have done better, but other people don't know that to the degree that a Virgo does, right? So you're kind of figuring that out and you're standing up for yourself. But some people might take that as a defense mechanism, like you don't want to work on the things that are flawed, so you're kind of displaying that as if it was by design, or you're kind of flipping the meaning, basically. I don't know how else to put it. I hope I'm making enough sense, but you're flipping the meaning of, I know it's not perfect, but I'm gonna make it seem like it's perfect. Okay, everybody does that once in a while, so it would not really be a problem if you do it this time. And it's kind of creating a level-headed perspective in your mind as well. It's clearing your head. You're not putting too much pressure on yourself by doing so. But of course, I mean, if this is talking about exams and talking to like important people, you would still be a little bit nervous, but that's not dragging you down. That's my basic point. Okay, then we have the good kind. That's awesome. So there are good kind of changes and good kind of month. We have you, the muse. Yeah, so it's all about you over here, even with the Seven of Wands, right? You are being questioned. You are moving. You are giving the exam. You are completing the cycle. All of those things. It's kind of in your space. And we have card number 3 here. So you have your guidance, and once again can be pointing to your education, your colleagues, classmates, local community, and also short distance travels within your environment. So going someplace where you can feel more centered and grounded, that's perhaps what you're doing, and that gets you out of nervous or anxious mindsets into one of strength. And with the good kind, I'm observing that there are 3 circles over here, and this is making me think of the Seven of Wands here, that you're being protected by a circle of life, so to say. It's a protective boundary, whether you're erecting that yourself or you're relying on spiritual guides to do so. Although I would say that it is mostly you doing that for yourself. You're like, nope, I will not let other factors bother me to the point where it destroys my productivity. We also have prosperity, sisters, are happiness and joy. Again, 3 and 3. So this number might repeat a lot in this month for you. Basically talks about you're being guided and you are doing good. You're climbing higher and higher. Use resources at your disposal and stay optimistic. Prosperity sister is basically happy and joy. Whenever you manifest from that state, when you're trusting yourself in the process, then you're also manifesting your abundance for down the line. I'm not seeing a lot of Pentacles cards. I don't think you're very involved with the material world at this time. It's mostly the mind and communication for you this month. Okay, then we have Golden Hour. I'm gonna just put these cards down and then we'll talk about them. We have antimatter, exact opposite of matter. Like I said, you're not involved with the material aspects too much. We also have 528 Hertz. Again, that circle of life, basically talking about creative opportunities and new beginnings. And we have X-rays, which is looking beyond what is automatically visible. So once again, looking beyond the material and evaluating something else, observing something else. So this can be talking about like experimentation and observing the results here. So it's not just that, okay, so if I do this, this happens. You then have to infer something from that. So there's a lot of analysis and critical thinking that is taking place in this month. And I mean, that's your wheelhouse. That's what Virgo represents as well. We have anomaly, which is something that does not make sense with the patterns that exist at the moment. Okay, which is why you're kind of intrigued as well to look beyond what you are seeing. This is something like not being afraid to stand out, basically. You're not the same as each and every person. You're not expressing yourself just like each and every person. And that uniqueness is bringing about a new dawn. It's showing you in a whole new light to whoever you're presenting your work or yourself to. What else? Golden hour is that beautiful glow and radiance that you have. The way that you speak or the way that you present yourself is, like I said, very positive. It comes across very charming, and it shows kind of hope and opportunity for the people and also yourself. What else? X-rays can also talk about intuition, but in this case, I would say you're listening to your gut instinct, which is as well very intangible, right? Yeah, so you're paying attention to that. Yeah, you're looking at what goes into making something tangible happen. Like I said, speaking style, thinking style, perspectives. Where do you put your energy? Where are you channeling your energy? I said 3s you will be seeing. You will also be seeing 7s. Okay. Then some blessings. What do we have? Delicate, fleeting beauty. Okay. When life is not coming up roses, look to the weeds and find the beauty hidden within them. Okay. Then we have victory and conquest. That's the Chariot energy right there. You definitely are embodying that warrior, soldier, defense type of energy. You're protecting yourself against other people's harms. I'm saying harms to kind of stretch it to an extreme. Obviously, it's not that other people are attacking you literally, but like explain yourself, things like that, you know, where you're kind of put on the spot and now you have to do the explaining. So you are still in that, like, okay, I'm gonna explain myself, no problem. I have done my work and I know what I'm talking about. So that's that victory. You're finding success after pursuing something for a while, after putting your efforts in there, and so on. With delicate fleeting beauty also, you might be, like I said, traveling someplace close by. So kind of appreciate the things that you see there. Find all the moments that you can where you can relax and make the most of it. That's basically what I'm getting here. And we also have friendship and gratitude. Yeah, you're thankful for the things that you have accomplished so far, and you're grateful for how this month ends as well. You're thankful for the support that you have. We talked about the 3s, and I said that you will be guided and also supported. You can talk about 2 other friends that you have who are closest with you. They can be very encouraging for you as well. They can tell you how great you already are in your material, and the way that you think is very intelligent, blah, 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 and that you can be successful in whatever that you are trying to achieve here. You can be going out to celebrate as well. You could be going someplace. I'm not getting the celebration card yet. Perhaps it's in the first week of December. I'm not sure. But with the friendship here, perhaps it's a low-key celebration, kind of a gathering of sorts, where after you finish your exams are finished, preparing for your exams, you are going out and kind of letting loose a little bit, so it's not too heavy on your mind. Okay, so let's see your extra dice. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. November. We have the South Node, we have 10th house, and we have Scorpio. There are changes in your public image or career or status. Your professional ambitions are also shifting. Like I said earlier, you are closing out or releasing a cycle. Scorpio talks about transformation, South Node talks about releasing, but South Node also is about your resources. You're making use of all the material you have, all the people you have, all the opinions and perspectives that are at your disposal, and also your inherent qualities of analysis, critical thinking, and intelligence, and also being thorough with your work. And that is bringing you more success. There is, like, I was going to say promotions, does not have to be in a company specifically, but it can be just promoting yourself in life for down the line. So if you finish your education, you now qualify for a whole different set of jobs compared to before, right? Something like that. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope the messages resonated and help you out, and good luck with whatever is going on here. We have the good kind, so I'm not worried for you. Just have faith in yourself. You got this. Okay, so let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe as well. It really helps grow the channel. If you want a personal reading, you can reach me via Etsy. The link is in the description box in the comment below. I hope to see you some other time. Until then, take care. Bye.